Give y'all some time to come in the chat. Give y'all some time. You know. What's good, guys? We back here at the Quasar4L podcast. We finna get into this Shannon, Sharpe, Stephen A. Smith situation once again. So make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Apparently, today is the day that they finally addressed the Skip Bayless situation. And they kept it professional, didn't bash Skip too much, and Skip's gonna have his own, reply to the situation. But obviously, there was some problems within that show that we would probably never know about because these guys want to keep it professional. Everybody got their shows. Everybody want to remain on TV. We don't want to keep nothing, stirring up the pot, fucking with Skip. Skip done moved on, made his own show. Now let Stephen A. and Shannon Sharpe do their thing. So hit that like button, comment, subscribe, guys. Let's go ahead and get into the video.
We both worked with Skip.
Yeah.
You worked with him, I think, a little longer than I have, and we both have given him credit for opening up his platform and allowing us to be who we are, and we could grow our own platforms, become, as you mentioned earlier, businesses of ourselves. What's for the people? I don't know how many people have heard, and I'm gonna follow up after you.
Sure.
Skip, what's he really like? Because I think the thing is, if you've never met him, you just see him on television, you say, okay, that's him and who he is.
Skip's a different beast. I don't know if you can just describe him in one simple way.
You can't.
You can't. This dude's definition of advice is diet Mountain Dew. This dude was in the 60s and in the 70s running anywhere from 5 to 8 miles a day. Eating the same meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Introducing himself to his now wife and their first date. You will never be more important than my job. Get over that from now, or don't bother. I mean, that's his definition of turning her on, I guess. So I'm like, I'm just like, he's a different animal.
Right.
And there are highs and lows that come with him.
Correct.
He knows that. There's highs and lows that come with me. There's highs and lows that come with you and everybody else. And that's the way it goes. But, I'm a man first, and it's about a core decency of appreciation. The reality is that no matter how problematic, and he can be problematic at times, no matter how problematic he can be, the reality is that I wouldn't be where I am today if he didn't give me that opportunity on First Take. And so for me to be where I am and to know that it springboards off of something that he was directly involved in making happen, for me to insult him in any way is just disrespectful, it's wrong, and it's something that I would never do. Now, that don't mean I can't disagree with him.
Oh, absolutely.
That doesn't mean that I can't feel that he's wrong. And anybody like a Jamie Horowitz, yourself, and others who know me, have gotten to know me in your case, I would tell him he's wrong to his face.
Right.
He knows where I stand. But it doesn't take away my love and appreciation for him and the fact that he will always.
And by the way, guys, I love the way Stephen A. and Shannon Sharpe are keeping this shit professional because both of them can go out right and just say, man, fuck Skip, man. That nigga was an asshole. He did this behind the scenes. He did that behind the scenes. Fuck Skip. We ain't fucking with him. For these guys to get up here and, show professionalism, it really shows that they had the better character behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Because every time, Skip couldn't get off his debate or, he couldn't get his point across, he'll get personal. And, that's where things got, controversial for the show. So, hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the rest of the video.
Always be a brother from another mother to me.
Yeah.
So I've always made that clear with everybody.
Yeah, it's not often that someone can give you that opportunity. And I've said this several times. For me, I cannot let 6 months ruin 6.5 good years.
Right.
Because sometimes people are willing to throw everything away for one mistake. Or one bad comment or one something like this. Right. And even though that was all we were supposed to get, my sister tells me this all the time. Say, Shannon, this was all we're supposed to get. If about 4 months ago, I had Tabitha Brown.
She's great. I've interviewed her before. She's fantastic.
Stephen A. She had no idea this was going on, so we wrapped the interview. And I'm going to end it on this one. And I'm taking off my microphone. She says, is the mic's off? I said, well, I'm taking my mic off. You can take yours off. We took our mics off, and she leans in close to me. And she said, I had a dream last night. God told me it's going to be okay and for you to go ahead and do what you need to do. She says it's going to be different, but you need to go on your own.
Yeah.
Now, God told me that. She said, now you do what you want to do with it.
Right.
But God she said, and when I get dreams like this and I'm ever in the person's presence, it's my duty to tell them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when she's telling me this, Stephen A., you see how you looking at me? I'm looking at her. How you know what's going on?
Right.
She said, God told me this last night.
Yeah.
And it's funny that I'm sitting here doing this interview, I did this interview with you, and I needed to tell you this. Once she told me that, I was at peace. Because I'm racking my brain. I'm like, what did I do? Did I say something? Did I offend somebody? I mean, I think I'm doing a great job. She said, be at peace with it.
Yeah. And that's what I told you.
You did.
That's what I told you. Because.
And by the way, I'm glad, she told Shannon that, by the way. Because everything Shannon has did on Skip and the Shannon Undisputed, we only tuned in just to watch him shut down Skip every day. You know what I'm saying? But now that Skip has, put new people around this table, I'm starting to like both shows. Skip is starting to get his shine, and Shannon is starting to get his damn shine. So I think it's working out for both sides, and I'm glad they're keeping it professional, not bashing each other. So let's get into the rest of the video. Hit that like button, come subscribe if you ain't hit it.
Because the reality of the situation is that, I'm not going to apologize. Listen, I got a lot of friends over there. All right? We all know that. I know a lot of people. But that don't mean that what happened to you was fair. Plain and simple. Okay? That ain't the end of the world.
Nope.
But it is what it is.
Yeah.
And so, to me, it was just important for us in this industry to stand up and say, yo, he's one of us. You can't let him go out like this. And that was it for me. It was just that simple. You go wherever you want. You want to come first take, fine. You want to go somewhere else, fine. Because I got my crew here first take, and I'm not trying to get rid of anybody.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to do this forever. And when it's my time to go, it's my time to go.
Right.
And it's time for somebody else to step up. But as long as I'm here, my attitude that have been a treasure and a tribute to this industry are the people that I'm going to do all that I can to remind folks this is what they do. I don't want to be one of those dudes that I got these platforms first take and I got my podcast and I'm doing NBA countdown and I got more stuff coming down the line and everything like that. And all I'm talking about is what I'm doing. It's my.
So, I'm really loving what these guys doing, man. If you ready to see Skip get his ass shut down on his show by Shannon and Stephen A. Smith, hit that fucking like button, comment, subscribe. I'm out.